Hello everyone, I am Dr. V. Srividya. The subject which I am going to discuss now is entrepreneurship development for 5th SEM BCom. And in entrepreneurship development, the topic which I am going to discuss is business plan format. Under preparing the business plan, the subtopic is business plan format. What is this business plan format is like? As soon as you see the format, you will get an idea as to what the company is going to do, how it's going to do, what is its production, what is its marketing strategies, what is financial arrangement. All the aspects will be covered in this business plan. That we discussed in the last video. What is business plan? What are its importance? Yes, it is not like only knowing what is business plan and what are its importance. We should know like how it has to be prepared. When you are going to plan anything, any aspect, if you are going to plan, you should know like how we are going to plan. It is not just yes, I am planning and writing, okay, I'm going to do this. There should be one systematic manner how we are going to accomplish the task. So how you're going to be one after the another in a chronological manner, which means to say that which one has to be taken in topmost, which has to be taken in the topmost priority, that has to be given importance. Then step by step by step. So when you see the whole lot, when you see the business plan, it gives a clear cut idea about the business in detail. ಸೊ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ನೋಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ಕಂಪನಿಯದು ಏನೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಹೆಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿಧವಾದ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್, ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿಧವಾದ ಮಾಹಿತಿಯನ್ನು ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಪಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ನ ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ಕೂಡ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಏನೇನಪ್ಪ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಈ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಇಂಟ್ರಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಪೇಜ್. In introduction page, what has to be mentioned is name of the business, nature of the business, then who all are going to related to business, where they are going to start, address of the business, then statement of confidentiality report. All this, as soon as you see introduction page, you should know like which company's business plan it is. So all the related information to the company, which means to say address, name, nature. These are the three important things which is required for the business. So that as soon as you open the introduction page, it should be there. So otherwise, the business plan there will be 101 business plan kept in a place, you think like. So as soon as you want to know I want to know about the Wipro company's business plan, it's just an idea, that's all. So it should be written in the front page, introduction page itself. You should know like which company's plan it is. So that covers the introduction page. Next is executive summary. See, suppose if you are prepared any project, you'll be having an idea of that. Executive summary. Executive summary means like instead of if you don't have the time to look into all the aspect, just a glance at this summary, you will get the all the information required. Summary in the sense everything should be put in a one systematic type. It is not that each and everything should be explained. Summary in the sense it should come to around 3 to 4 pages summarizing the complete business plan. So once they say read out that summary, they should understand what exactly will be contained in this business plan. So that is called as executive summary. Next is industry analysis. Industry analysis is analyzing the industry to the fullest extent, in that future outlook and trends, because this is the plan which you're going to execute. So when you're going to execute, you have to give the details about the industry also. So in industry analysis, future outlook and trend should be there. Then analysis of competitors. See, your industry in the sense, it is not only to that company which you are going to prepare the business plan. It is not related only to that company. Industry is on the whole, all the companies put together, it will be considered as an industry. So here what you have to do is, suppose one small example I'll give. See, just you think one small sugar manufacturing company. It is a sugar manufacturing company. That is called as company. But when you take into consideration sugar, all are manufacturing sugar, when you put together, it is called as an industry, sugar industry. So all the companies will be put together, that is called as sugar industry. So industry analysis is you are not analyzing about the company, you are analyzing the real picture of that particular industry. If it is textile, the textile industry. So, like that, each particular industry will be having all the details. In this industry analysis, you should analyze the future outlook and trends about the company, what, how it's going to stand in the market. Then about the competitors also. In industry, when you're going to start up any product or anything, you have definitely have to analyze that industry. How, what is the market situation about that product? So that is analysis of market segmentation, and also competitors, how the competitors are in the market. Industry and market forecasting also has to be done, because while planning, forecasting also, planning itself is like you are just planning. It's not like the planning has been executed. Plan means you're going to start. So in that you have to definitely mention about market forecast, everything. All this has to be covered in the industry analysis. Next comes production plan. This is also main aspect of the business plan. Why production plan is so important is, only when you start production, next all the process will be carried on. Only when there is production, when the manufacturing is completed, next step will be marketing, next sales. All this comes one after the another. So production should be carried on at the initial stage. So in production plan, manufacturing process, how we are going to manufacture that particular product, what are the plant and machinery will be that's going to be used for the production, which are the equipment that's going to be used, and who are the suppliers of raw materials. So when the production aspect is taken into consideration, the whole lot of production should be taken into consideration. That is from raw materials to finished good. The goods will be converted from raw materials to finished goods. So how we are going to get the raw materials? What are the sources? Who will be your suppliers? How we are going to get it? So to convert these raw materials, what are the machinery the company is going to use? Plant and machinery which have to be used. If it is going to use the latest technology, what type of technology it is going to use? And who are the suppliers? And where you are going to situate that plant and machinery, in which place it will be ideal. So all this has to be considered in the production plan, because production also is the initial and main aspect of the business. Next, when you take into consideration is operational plan. What is operational plan? Operational plan is description of company's operations, that is flow of orders for goods or services, technology utilization, operational management. You would have heard about operational management, which means to say how the process will be carried on, how the operation will be carried on. Operation success, they say sometimes in movies you would have heard. What is that operation success? That is how they had carried on the process. There will be a flow, how it is, that the flow you have to plan it, how it is going to start, how it is going to end. That process is called as operational plan, and for that they will prepare one layout. All this will be covered in the operational plan. Then flow of goods or services, how from initial stage to final stage it will be carried on, and what are the technology you are going to use, technology utilization. All this will be covered in the operational plan. This also has to be planned very well. If there is some block in certain places, the whole production will stop. When the production stop, laborers will be idle, machinery will be idle, there will be a lot of loss for the company. So, operational plan also should be planned very well. So, production is carried on, operational plan is put into action, all this is over. Next, what? Production is complete. You have got a finished product now. From raw materials, the goods have been converted into finished product. When the product is complete, what is the next step? You have to market the goods. That is marketing plan. How we are going to market? What are the ways you are going to utilize for marketing the goods? So marketing also is important, because once the production is over, it doesn't mean that your task is complete. No, next is you have to plan how we are going to market the goods. Marketing also is important. In marketing, 4 P's, if you are aware: product, place, price, promotion. All this four has to be planned very well. What type of product you are going to manufacture, what is the price you are going to quote for that, and what are the channels of distribution you are going to use, and what are the promotional activities you are going to undertake. So all this has to be covered in the marketing plan. Next is organizational plan. Organizational plan also is important. That is type of ownership. What is the ownership you are going to follow? Then identification of partners or shareholders, whatever. If it is a partnership firm, partners. If it is joint stock company, shareholders. Then who is going to have the authority? That is hierarchy has to be decided, and who is going to manage the team. So management team also has to be finalized. And roles and responsibility of members of the organization, all the roles and responsibilities also has to be analyzed in this. So organizational plan covers all the persons who all are going to be responsible, how they are going to manage, who will be in the high topmost position, who will be in the lowest position, how they are going to get the work done through the team. All that aspect should be covered in the organizational plan. Next is assessment of risk. What is assessment of risk? Evaluate weakness of the business. See, unless otherwise you know your weakness, you cannot become all right. So even that applies to the business also. So first you have to analyze, evaluate what is the weakness of businesses. That has to be set right. Then new technologies and even contingency plans also can be put into action. So all this covers under the assessment of risk. So for all these activities we were discussing about production, operation, marketing, organization, yes, for all this what is required? Finance. So financial plan also is very important for the company, because without vitamin M nothing can take place. Without money no activities will be carried on. So financial plan also is very important, and it has to be planned effectively, because you may get borrowed funds to a very great extent. You are happy, yes, I have got the funds, but that is not the good indication, because when borrowed funds are more of your interest has to be paid. Is that good indication? Obviously no. So mark a financial plan. You have to prepare the income statement, pro forma of income statement, balance sheet, break-even analysis, sources and application of funds. All these aspects has to be covered. What all is related to finance? How regarding working capital, regarding cash flow, fund flow, balance sheet, P&L account. All these aspects has to be covered in the financial plan. Last part is appendix, contains backup material, that is letters, market research files, lease or contracts, price list from suppliers. So for all this planning, it is planning is not something like just writing in a book and keeping it. Before preparing this business plan, so much of research has to be undertaken, so much many of the books and journals has to be referred, and most of the information has to be gathered. All this only when it is done only the plan which is going to be prepared will become very effective. So for all that you need all the documentation, from where you have collected, how you have collected, all that has to be attached with this business plan. In the end, like, well, after completing the project, you attach, like questionnaires, income statement, balance sheet, like that. All in the appendix, it has to be covered. Price list from suppliers, letters, or from the if you have taken the building on lease contract, all such things has to be attached along with the business plan. So these are the things which you have to take into consideration. The reference book which you have to refer for this is, I have mentioned here, Parmashivaya and Dr. Vishwavidya. To mention this, you can refer all this if you want to get much more information related to this. Thank you. I hope I have given you the full detailed description of the business plan. With this, I think maybe you and when you are ready to prepare the business plan, I hope so. Thank you all once again for listening to the